Hey guys, so I am actually here today. We filmed this video you're about to see probably a week and a half ago, and anyway, I think it's just important for you guys to know what it takes to be a birth mom. I don't know if it's taken me so long to actually sit down and edit it because it's hard for me to relive and watch those moments. She just is amazing, and it's not like she just gave this baby to us because she didn't want her. She wanted her, and she adores her, and she loves her more than anything in the world, but she felt like this was best for her, and so it's such a huge responsibility to shoulder. And yeah, and we just love her. And then also something that I did want to clarify. So I didn't even realize this until we started getting feedback from these videos, which has been amazing, by the way. We really appreciate all the support. But Spencer, Tori's husband, is actually not Lenna's birth dad. So just to kind of clarify, I will let them tell their story here in this video. So yeah, so this is an interview of Tori and then her husband Spencer. Hope you guys enjoy.
Finding out when I was pregnant was like surreal. It was a huge shock. I felt alone not having a partner. Exactly. I was probably about 6 or 7 months pregnant when he started reaching out to me, and he was like, hey, like, I'm interested or whatever. However that started.
I had been trying to talk to her for a long time. We met in 9th grade.
Yeah, it was like 9th grade. We just hung out with some mutual friends, and nothing happened or anything like that, but it wasn't until about 2 years or so ago that he started messaging me on Facebook and like was texting me and things like that when we started hanging out.
And then I would ask her to hang out with me all the time, and she'd blow me off.
Well, because I was just so busy. It was a weird time for me, obviously. I was pregnant. I was like, why would anyone want to date me? I gave in, and we hung out. We went on a date.
So I'd been trying for a long time. Like, we had planned to hang out a few times, and she would bail on me.
I was busy all the time.
Whatever. Finally she agreed to hang out. I remember it was a Wednesday.
Yeah, well, I texted him and warned him about my situation. I told him
like,
straight up.
Just so you know, there's probably something you should know before we hang out. I'm pregnant. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was kind of a shock to him, but...
Shocking, but I don't know, didn't really care. It was a shock, and it was just weird. Like, I've never dated a pregnant girl before.
Yeah, super weird.
But I don't know, just with everything that we've been talking for a while, and it I don't know, it didn't stop me. So
he was just really good with the situation. He didn't treat me any differently at all. I had an amazing time. Like, we had so much fun together. We made pizza and just hung out and talked for hours and hours. And so that was what our first date was like. We hung out some more, and it was after I had the baby, right?
yeah. So
Yeah, it was after that. I was still kind of having the postpartum depression and all of those sort of issues after that. So it was hard getting into the dating scene with him again, but he made it really easy and fun for me. There are a few things that I can point out and be like, that was definitely the hardest part, but postpartum depression, and it's not just a one-time thing. It can come and go, but it is definitely a struggle. There's ups and downs, and you never know like when it's going to come, and randomly I'll just feel depressed and not know why, and it's hard. It's obviously gotten a lot better. Time is really the only answer with time. The initial hardest part was the day that I had to leave the hospital and leave Lenna. That was obviously hard, and it was obvious because it just felt like it felt like that pain couldn't be repaired, like, ever. And that was just really hard to deal with. It took days and days to even want to get out of bed and to like get out and go do things. It was extremely hard. It took a couple of months to start feeling a little bit better. I would go out and do things and stuff like that, but it was kind of like I was trying to just force myself to be happy and things. But that's the thing, you have to go through the grieving process, and you need to let yourself talk about your feelings. And if you're wanting to just lay in bed, do it. Like, don't let anyone tell you how to feel or what you should do or how long it should take you to feel okay. That you need to grieve. You need to go through the whole process and talk about your feelings and be around people who understand what you're going through. And my family was really supportive. My mom was awesome. She really was. I had her and I had you and I had friends that were really helpful throughout the grieving process, who were always there for me. Anytime I needed anything, they were there. I would hope that adoption couples would consider open adoption. I know it's really hard. It's really hard for some adoptive couples because they want to have, they just want that child to be 100% theirs, you know, they want their life. So I would just really hope that they would consider the openness, just have an open mind and an open heart. But sometimes it helps the child and the parent who gave the child to have peace in their life and to know that the child is okay, and it's good for the child to know that she wasn't just given away, you know what I mean? I feel like it's best for the child to know that they were placed out of love, and that they are so loved. It's just kind of progressive. Things start to just look better and feel better about life. It was obviously really hard, but at the end of the day, I always knew that what I did was the best thing and that I didn't have any regrets. I gave her what I couldn't give her. I knew I could give her love. She has all my love, she still does, and I knew I could give her that. There's things that I couldn't give her. Couldn't give her a family. Over time, it got a little bit easier and easier as I just lived my life and started doing things again. And oh my gosh, it made a huge difference that I was able to see her all the time and that you guys were so willing to be so open, because I knew like that she was okay and that she had everything she needed and all the love that she was getting every day. And so I don't think there was really a turning point for me. I think it's just little by little, going through the grieving process and just trying to get back into life and being able to see her, and things just became seriously like everything's meant to be, like this is how it's supposed to be, and that's okay. And right now I can seriously say that I am great. I would tell birth moms if they're thinking about placing their child, I would tell them that everything will be okay. I know what they're going through, like I know exactly what they're thinking, and they're struggling for sure, and it seems impossible for them to do that. It seems like the hardest thing they'll ever have to go through, and it is. I can honestly say that was the most difficult thing I've ever had to do. But I would just tell them that it will be okay, and they'll later just realize that everything's how it's supposed to be and it's meant to be. They'll feel peace again, and it will come. Just seeing the baby so happy is all worth it.